Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here, and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at Street Hawk for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K. Now, you might be thinking, haven't you already done Street Hawk for the Spectrum? Well, yes and no. The version I've reviewed very recently is actually the actual release version that you could buy in the shops and so forth. This, however, was to fulfill a commitment of some kind. Now, it seems as if this was done to appease people who had selected Street Hawk as one of a selection of Ocean Software released games, presumably for subscribing to the magazine Crash, which was a computer magazine at the time, which catered for multiple formats. And the Street Hawk version I reviewed got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it seems, judging by a copy of a letter that I found online, as if they actually offered in its place one of four other Ocean titles, but somehow this particular version of Street Hawk, which came out in 1985, a year before the version I actually reviewed, which was actually of the proper release, somehow got released. Is a bit hard to understand what's happening, because what I saw seemed to contradict itself, with the letter offering an alternative Ocean title, and yet at the same time this version being a rushed out version in order to fulfill catalogue orders or something along those lines. I don't understand it, but yeah. And because of the rushed response there, I couldn't actually even find any instructions for this, so that's going to be very interesting in itself. So I can't actually get any bloody keys to work. Right. I just don't understand this. Firstly, it seems to be a view from inside the so, can I actually shoot in this, for God's sake? Yeah, I can. Why am I up against tiny little helicopters? Oh, for God's sake, not this crap again. I mean, seriously, what the hell? And now suddenly I'm pressing different keys to what I was. Why am I? Why is Jesse Mark going up against blooming tiny helicopters? Look at the size of them compared to the motorcycle. And then he exits out of Norman Tuttle's. Oh, God. So it seems like I'm up against remote-controlled helicopters, which, when they explode, try and give you the biggest epileptic seizure that they possibly can. And I've got this same bloody problem again, where I can't get the keys to work. Seriously, what the hell is that all about? Oh, God alive. Now I'm up against the tiny helicopters that seem to be rising up for no apparent reason. And now it's firing all by itself. Well, I think it's safe to say this is definitely rushed out. Oh my God. It just seems to be doing its own thing. I can't make head nor tail of this. What the hell is all this all about? I've seen all 13 episodes of Street Hawk and I don't remember anything even remotely resembling this. Why be going on platforms that seem to be hovering in mid-air? Why is it suddenly firing all by itself all of a sudden? Oh God, this makes no sense. Oh, I'm not playing this anymore. It's just complete nonsense. I mean, say what you will about the version I reviewed the other day. Even though it was nowhere near a masterpiece, it's a darn sight better than this. At least it has some form of completeness to it and doesn't come across as a complete rush job. It was just dull. This isn't even... This is more than just dull. It's absolutely broken beyond belief and just seems to make up all the rules as it goes along when it comes to the controls. And that's if you can even get the blessed game started in the first place, because it doesn't seem to be the same key that you press to get going. Graphics, unbelievably crap. They're just so basic, even for a game from 1985. And why the helicopter's so small in comparison to the motorcycle. Sounds okay, but that's about the only good thing about it. Bear in mind, this is a 48K Spectrum, so I'm not going to expect a multi-channel digitized sound like you'd get on a 16-bit computer, so please bear that in mind. Gameplay, total mess. As I said, the controls just seem to make up all the rules as they go along and change the keys that you have to press. So it was a real faff trying to find out what was what, and then by the time you thought you'd figured it out, it was game over. And when you started again, it was all change. Yeah, definitely has the hallmarks of a rushed out game. And the original price was £6.95. And that would have been quite a lot for a kid back in 1985. No, if you want to play a Street Hawk game on the Spectrum, play the other version that I reviewed. It may not be all that great, but it's a darn sight better than this. And it actually looks like someone put some effort into that, even though it was ultimately all in vain, whereas you can't say the same about this. So I'm going to give this version Street Hawk 1 out of 10. It's bad. There's no other thing else to say. It's bad. It's a rush job and looks it. And it's one of the most broken games I've ever played outside of the NES Action 52 cartridge. So yeah, I don't recommend this. Steer well clear of it. Keep a barge pole handy if you were to ever see it somewhere. Stick with the other version if you must play a Street Hawk game. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.